I don't know who needs to hear this, but they don't deserve you, so drop them. Hey guys, and welcome back to another Absolutely Spirited video. My name is Layla, not Leela, not Lila, not Lola, not Delilah, and it's still not Leonard. Welcome back to episode 2 of Absolutely Anecdotal, where we get into semi-story time, I'm just going to say what I feel and get it off my chest. As you guys can tell by the title, we are going to be getting into knowing your worth and adding tax. So first I want to start with what actually brought on this thought and this feeling that I'm going to be sharing in this video. And it all stems from this girl I met at my job. Well, a job I used to work. And we haven't even known each other a year. And, you know, we hit it off pretty late in the game, but, you know, better late than never, right? And ever since we've established that we want to cultivate a friendship, she calls me randomly to check in. She texts me randomly to check in, you know, and it feels very genuine and very authentic because every single time she does it, whether she has something to share or not, I feel as though she's inquiring about me because she actually cares about my well-being. She cares about what I have going on, and she just cares about me. And so I started thinking about all of the people that I consider friends or the people that I'm cultivating friendships with. And I can say that a lot of them don't do that. A lot of them don't do that unless I pull away, which I feel like that is piss poor. Piss poor. A lot of us don't realize that people are playing in our faces until we meet somebody who doesn't play about us. And if you consider yourself like a giver, like you're always giving, you give with no expectation of nothing in return, you give because it's in your heart to do so, you give because God tells you to, whatever the case may be, if you are a giver, you're definitely going to understand where I'm coming from, because sometimes giving gets to be too much for the wrong people. And one thing about me is that I try to see the good in everybody. I will excuse a lot. I will give more chances than the baseball games. It's not 3 strikes you're out with me. Like, it literally, I think I am the personification of till the wheels fall off. And I'm like that to a fault. And I'm trying to get out of that because trying to see the good in people is not the problem. Trying to see the good in people who've shown you that they don't have no good is where the problem lies. Being so available and being present in people's lives and not getting that reciprocated is something that I bottle up, store deep down inside in me. And I feel like it's going to be detrimental in the long run. I'm never going to stop being who I am. I'm never going to stop giving. I'm never going to stop. And I'm never going to stop being filled with love and joy. I am going to be mindful of who I share that giving side with. Now, like I just said previously, I've noticed that people reciprocate, the ones that I call friends or trying to cultivate a friendship with. The people that reciprocate, or they only reciprocate when I pull back or fall back. So I'm the initiator in most of the scenarios. And I don't mind. If I have something to say, I'm going to say it. I'm not one of those people that has to wait to be thought of by that person and then I can say what I was thinking 3 days ago. Like, no. When I start falling back or I start getting into my moods where I just need to recharge and be alone and be in my own thoughts and be in my own energy, I've noticed that people tend to panic. And that is something that I have a hard time taking notice of. But as I've gotten older, I see what's going on. A lot of people will take you for granted until you step away. And it's an unfortunate thing to experience, especially at my big age, of people still not valuing you. And I don't feel like it's fair to people like me or people who are even greater at giving and being a good person and being a good friend or whatever the case may be than I am. I shouldn't have to fall back. I shouldn't have to pull back to see who's my real friend. So in addition to falling back, as a result of me falling back comes the overcompensation, trying to make up for it, trying to do the most to keep my attention, to keep my energy in said space. I feel like if I'm cultivating a friendship or relationship with you, I should be able to feel like it's not a one-sided friendship. I feel like it should be reciprocal between us. And a lot of times it's not. I know in life they say there's users and the usees, and you just have to accept that at some point you're going to be used and at other points you're going to be the user. I don't use people to the point that they feel drained, or I don't use people to where they feel like, wow, like you really don't care about me. I'm using the good parts of you. Like if you are good at something, I'm going to step into that if I need to use you. But the realization that I had with all that I'm saying right now is that I need to stop using the word friend so loosely. And I wouldn't even say that I use it loosely, but I feel like when the vibes are good, friend. I'm tired of running into grown women with teenage girl mindset. It takes a lot to have a good friendship. You have to pour into it just like you pour into anything else. And I have so much to give that I don't even mind giving more than I receive, but I would like to receive something. And I don't know if it's a lesson that I need to learn in order to like speak up for myself in terms of what I'm not getting, or cut people off where they had me messed up at. But the moral to this entire spiel is to know your worth and add tax. See, I know what I'm worth, but I need to start taxing people because they think I don't know what I'm worth. For the most part, I'm always going to choose myself. The problem is I need to choose myself quicker, because people who treat you like sometime need to be left in no time. It's a no-brainer. Why would I give somebody the space and the time to continuously show me that I am not important? I'm an afterthought. Why would I do that? So whether it is a friend, a family member, a romantic interest, a coworker, an associate, a colleague, whatever noun you're dealing with, if they don't deserve you, drop them. It should never be this hard. And I feel like when we get resistance, we think it's something that we have to work through, and that's not necessarily true. And that's something that I'm starting to open up my eyes and see. So if you're dealing with somebody that you know doesn't deserve you, don't question it, don't think about it, just do. Most people who know me, I'm the queen of blocking. I believe in blocking people who no longer serve a purpose in my life, depending upon the circumstance, of course. But I feel like people will do you wrong and think that time passing by is a form of an apology, and then they want to show back up and, you know, want to rehash the past and act like they don't know what happened, or act like they don't know why you fell back or why you decided to distance yourself. And to be quite frank, I don't have the time for that. Normally when people come back into my life or try to come back into my life, I've elevated so much that the person that they're trying to come back to no longer exists. It's really unfortunate that people miss out on the evolution and the upgrade. But like they say, not everybody is supposed to be on this journey with you. And it's a hard pill to swallow for some people, but me, I'm naturally an introvert. I'm naturally to myself. So if I find myself in seasons where it's just me, I'm cool. But I hope whoever needed to hear this really take note that you are worth it, know your worth, and add that tax. Stop letting people play with you. Stop letting people take you for granted. Well, we have made it to the end of the video. If you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in the next Absolutely Anecdotal. Bye.